Happy Thursday, people. Got to work a little early. Had some things on my mind, so I'm going to share it. Today, I want to talk a little bit about self-awareness. I think I've done it before, but I just don't think we can ever be self-aware enough. And I want to talk about, there's this thing called toxic positivity. I do it a lot, and it's not good. So we're going to start with self-awareness and potentially being toxic and not knowing you're being toxic. First of all, I want to ask, are you aware of your energy? Do you know what people receive when you walk in the room or when you're talking about something and you get triggered or upset? If you don't, speak to somebody that you trust and that you love a lot, because it's really important to know when your energy isn't good and when possibly you're being a little prickly or slicey because you're triggered or offended and you don't know it. If you don't, people aren't going to want to be around you. So let's work on that. Now, the first thing I want to say really quickly is how horrible I believe a couple of the senators, Lindsey and Ted, treated our latest candidate for the Supreme Court. And why do I want to touch on that? Because I just asked you about when you're prickly and when you're slicey and how you affect others. I feel like they were super rude and disrespectful in how they presented themselves, the questions they asked. Okay, it's okay to ask questions that are uncomfortable, but the way they said it were slicey, disrespectful, and rude. She handled herself so eloquently and beautifully. I love that. Ketanji, I hope I pronounced her name right. I think she's going to be amazing in her seat. With that, those men had no right, no reason, no rhyme whatsoever to treat her like that. So, if any of that tweaked you or triggered you, ask yourself why, and maybe you come off like that. It's not nice, and it needs a little work. The next thing is, there's so much going on that is hurtful and is sad, and please don't say to people, oh, they're in a better place. Oh, I understand how you're feeling. Because you know what? You don't know where people are. And you don't know if the person that is struggling in whatever pain they're in wants to hear that. So a lot of people say the same things over and over. I don't even say I'm sorry anymore when there's a loss, because I just don't think it's adequate. What I try to do is ask people, how can I support you? Do you want me just to sit here with you? Can I hug you? Do you need me to go away? Because sometimes people just need a safe space to feel whatever they're feeling. But we get awkward and feel weird in the silence, or potentially soak up their pain. We don't know really what to say or do, so we just say anything. It's not good. Unless you have the same loss they have, or unless your skin color is the same as theirs, to say, oh, I understand. No, you don't. So don't act like you do. Unless you've lived whatever that person is living, you can't fully know, and you're better off to remain silent. I struggle with that. Than to just say something because you think that's what they want to hear, or you think that would be better. I don't think it is. That's just my opinion. So there's where I'm at. That also goes for when someone calls to tell you something that happens, or something that's uncomfortable. I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. If people don't ask, don't offer your advice. Even if what you have to say is true, even if you think you're being kind, telling people things because that's how you feel it's just not good. And how do I know that? It happens to me a lot. So just listen when people call or they're struggling, and try to really be self-aware of your energy and how you're feeling and how you're presenting yourself to people, because it's important. There's a lot of yuckiness and a lot of pain going on in the world. And if you can't be kind, and if you can't be nice, and if you're not able to be supportive, then maybe you just need to stay in your own little world until you can be happy and shiny. Okay, that's all I've got for you today. I'd still like you to focus on faith over fear, peace over panic, trust you're right where you're supposed to be, keep going, be kind, be respectful. Peace out.